What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another update coming from Trump's New York fraud case with Judge Schumeister. This time Trump taking a stand in his own defense, and the judge gets humiliated. I'm excited to check this one out. This video coming from Dr. Steve Turley. Big shouts to him. Definitely go make sure you guys show him some love. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Before we can get into it, hit that like button for me. Don't cost a thing. Also, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
All right, the president's team has stepped up to the microphone. They just walked outside of the courthouse. Let's dip in here and listen.
More honest, coming from the judge who has already predetermined that my client committed fraud before we even walked into this courtroom. I'm not here to hear what he has to say. Then why exactly am I being paid as an attorney, and why exactly are taxpayer dollars being used in this courtroom? The answer is very clear. Because Miss James wants to stand right here like she did this morning and call my client a liar, call the company fraudulent, and make a name for herself. She said this morning that the numbers don't lie, and they won't lie in this case. Well, Miss James, I have a message for you. The numbers didn't lie when you ran for governor, and that's why you dropped out. And the numbers don't lie when President Trump runs for office in 2024. And those numbers are loud and clear. This country is falling apart. And if we don't stop corruption in courtrooms where attorneys are gagged, where attorneys are not allowed to say what they need to say to protect their clients' interests, it doesn't matter what your politics are. Everyone has a right in this country to get up and put a defense. I don't care who you are. You have a right to hire a lawyer who can put objections on the record. You have a right to hire a lawyer who can stand up and say something when they see something wrong. But I was told to sit down today. I was yelled at, and I've had a judge who is unhinged slamming a table. Let me be very clear. I don't tolerate that in my life. I'm not going to tolerate it here. And you know what? You shouldn't either.
Wow, now that, my friends, was the amazing Trump attorney Alina Habba raining fire on this corrupt New York judge and attorney general who together have attempted to weaponize the legal system akin to a banana republic. But as it turns out, it's all blowing up in their pathetic partisan faces. We're going to see the latest on Trump taking the stand in his own defense, how this woke judge was utterly humiliated, and how these kangaroo court cases are all completely unraveling. You're going to absolutely love this. Hey, gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your patron professor, here to help you to think better so you can feel better in these crazy and turbulent times. If you haven't already done so, you know what to do. Make sure to smack that bell and subscribe. And also, if you'd be so kind, make sure to share this video with friends and family. We are once again being suppressed by big tech, like you saw yesterday with Steve Crowder and the way social media censored the Nashville shooter bombshell. So make sure to send this video around to friends and family and help us get the Hope for Messages channel out to as many people as possible. President Trump took the stand yesterday in his own defense in New York City. By all reports, it was a masterclass in exposing the corruption of this kangaroo court. The presiding judge there, Judge Engoron, or Snow Miser as I prefer, he has blatantly weaponized the legal system against President Trump. You'll note no one is actually suing Trump. Trump is not being sued by anyone here. There were no banks or insurance companies suing Trump. No one. None of New York's banks or insurance company, no actual business entity is suing Trump. And that's, of course, because every single one of these banks did their own due diligence in estimating the worth of Trump's properties. And that's the key. They, the banks and insurance companies, determine the worth of Trump's properties. But the state of New York, through this Maoist judge Engoron, is taking it upon themselves to accuse Trump of overvaluing his properties. They're fining him hundreds of millions of dollars, and they've even attempted to break up the Trump organization and seize control of his properties, including Trump Tower, and even penalize his kids. They're bringing his kids into all of this. And so Trump yesterday took the stand in his own defense, and it was awesome. It was awesome. He demanded a trial by jury. So this is a trial that's being decided solely by this corrupt judge. There is no jury. And Trump called out this judge and basically accused him of being a corrupt partisan hack. He demonstrably has no case. The court clearly has no idea the intricacies of real estate law. Trump's team has pointed that out time and time again. They're totally out of their league here. And Trump's like, I want this sham case to be tried in front of a jury of my own peers. Either that or throw this case out. Either way, you're a joke. It's being reported that Trump just got completely under the skin of this woke judge. You heard Trump's lawyer there earlier testifying that Engoron slammed his hand on the desk. He demanded that the lawyer keep her client, Trump, quiet. I mean, he just went totally unhinged. And, everyone's like, dude, what did you expect? Trump is the GOAT. If you put him on the stand, he's going to suck all the oxygen out of the room. You don't stand a chance against this guy. So Trump, I think, is reading the room perfectly in this. He's playing this very smart. He knows the vast majority of the nation. All polls show this. They see this trial as a sham. And he's touting his poll numbers that are crushing Biden. And he's saying, that is the real reason all of this is happening. It's a scam to try to cheat you, the voter, out of who you want to be president. It's a brilliant, brilliant tactic. And at the same time this is all happening, you won't believe the humiliation that this judge is now going through due to his own bizarre behavior outside of the courtroom. Wait until you see this. You're not going to believe your eyes, literally. A number of reports are surfacing on X, formerly known as Twitter, of course, that are showing a bunch of half-naked selfies taken by this judge, Arthur Engoron, and then posted on an alumni newsletter that he reportedly controls. The selfies are, to say the least, bizarre, but they suggest that this fellow Engoron, frankly, isn't well. Something's seriously wrong with this guy. To say this is a penchant for self-humiliation would be an understatement. But again, I think it underscores just how bizarre this whole thing ultimately is. And it looks like the courts are beginning to step in. A New York appellate court has recently stepped in and canceled Judge Engoron's ruling that forced the Trump organization to cancel business certificates and appoint receivers. So for at least the next several weeks, this judge can't touch Trump's company. And ironically, that appears to be par for the course for these other cases as well against Trump. It looks like the classified documents case isn't even going to be heard before 2024. The judge in that case, Eileen Cannon, she's considering postponing the trial until after next year's presidential election, saying, there's just simply no way the trial could be done in a fair and impartial manner during an election season. And then Judge Chunkin in D.C., this radical Marxist judge, she just got overruled by an appeals court that saw the gag order that she placed on Trump as a blatant overreach. You cannot issue a gag order on a presidential candidate, you freaking idiot. We're a constitutional republic that does not do that. We do not gag candidates running for president. Sorry. So all these cases are just unraveling in their own way. And on top of it all, the more ridiculous their weaponized antics get, the more Trump skyrockets in the polls. So in the end, for Trump, it's a win-win. And for these corrupt jurists, it's so far a big, fat L.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming straight from Dr. Steve Turley. Yo, big shouts to him again, man. Definitely be dropping the link for the original video down in the description box below. Yo, but there we have it. This judge, Snowmeister, is really losing his cool. And honestly, I don't understand how he didn't see this coming. If he knew that Trump was going to take the stand, and testify, or they knew there could be a chance, he knew that Trump was going to come at him with every tactic that he had. And him representing himself, defending himself, sounds like he picked this guy Snowmeister to shreds. Oh my goodness. And it sounds like a lot of the cases are, starting to unravel because the appeals courts are starting to step in. They're seeing the unlawfulness and the blatant weaponization of the Department of Justice, that the judges might be crooked, and tainted. But the appeals court is going to step in and overrule every single time, just like in the gag order. They're not letting them gag Trump. Just like in the gag order, they're not allowing them to gag a political opponent. Trump is allowed to speak. You guys got to drop in the comment section. Let me know what you think about all of this. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.